You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Didn't have time to jump on StreamYard today, but I want to go ahead and address this real quick because my phone's being blown up by people that listen to the show. Not just Alabama fans, but mostly teams and listeners of the show that are not Alabama fans. Even to the far reaches of Oregon and Washington, people are talking about Alabama, which speaks volumes of the Alabama program. So even when Alabama is sort of down and they're experiencing some turmoil, people still want to talk about Alabama. People are still stricken by what's going on here at Alabama. Now, that may sound cocky, and it may be a little cocky, but it's factual. Y'all are talking about Alabama. Y'all still are. Even when they're losing, you're talking about Alabama. And people are asking me, what can we do to save Alabama? What can we do? Well, there's numerous things that you can do, and there's things you can do down the road. It's according to what you're talking about. If you're talking about short term, it's pretty Captain Obvious. It's time. Time heals all wounds is the old adage, right? So, yeah, Alabama goes out and beats UL Monroe soundly this weekend like they're supposed to. And then they beat a Wisconsin team that nobody's really talking about. Then that'll start healing some of the wounds. Everybody keeps pointing to the Georgia game. Y'all don't need to be pointing to the Georgia game. The most important game in this season going forward, other than not getting upset by UL Monroe, which they did do that to Saban his first year, is beating Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a middle-of-the-road team, a team that's won national championships in the past, that's not been as good as it's been in the past, sort of like Florida State. If you lose that Wisconsin game, it's not going to be good. So the only thing that can heal this season is pretty Captain Obvious. Time and more wins. And if Florida State goes on a little bit of a tear and has a really good season, that'll also help heal some of these wounds. But long term, if things continue to go the way they're going, maybe that game was an aberration. I'm hoping. Not so confident that it was, but we shall see really soon. But, yeah, if that wasn't an aberration and things keep going the way they're going, I fully expect at the end of this year that either Kane Womack will be scapegoated. Not really scapegoated if it's his fault, though, right? Kane Womack will likely be released. Ryan Grubb, not sure about him. He just got here. Kalen DeBoer, it's not off the board for him to be dismissed. As we found out, that $63 to $70 million buyout is very doable in the way they got it structured. So long term, the solution would be that you probably have to move on from Kalen DeBoer, and at that point, go out and maybe hire a coach, even if it's an assistant, that is somewhat familiar with things and the way they go on and the way they happen down here in the Southeast. But that's all I got to say about that today. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, there's a little join button over there. You can hit that and join the Outlaw Posse. It's not but $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. You get a random 4 Horsemen shout out, as well as get a badge and get deputized and be in the Outlaw Posse and possibly the comment of the day. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.